I'm Dr. Jeanette Raymond, psychologist, psychotherapist, and relationship expert. And today I'm going to talk to you about the really important influence and impact a father has on his son. Now, the first thing to remember is that the father and son are male and they have extra physical prowess. It's built into their system. So the most important role a dad has in this area with his son is to teach his son how to use his physical strength and ability in positive, productive, and constructive ways. For example, in healthy sports, in doing laboring jobs, and using his strength to solve problems that are faced by the family and community. So that's what a good dad would do in influencing his son, to use his physical prowess and strength to be helpful, creative, productive, and constructive in mending things, preparing things, innovating things, and using his strength to build things, not to destroy them. Alternatively, a dad could use his influence in an unhealthy way to teach his son to use physical strength as a way of demeaning other people, of putting them down, of scaring them. And sometimes a dad can do harm by encouraging his son to go beyond his physical capabilities, to kind of do some kind of endurance test, and then it becomes sinister, because it's all about self-punishment and to prove something rather than to use anything in a constructive way. It does nothing to help anyone. It does nothing to help self-esteem. It creates health issues, and it creates barriers between that son and other people. So number 2 is the father's influence on his son, his impact regarding assertiveness. Now, there's a big difference between being assertive and being aggressive, and many dads don't know this because they weren't taught it growing up either. You know, I have many male clients who believe that they need to be aggressive in order to show that they mean it, that they're serious, and that actually they're going to be looked up to if they're aggressive, because that's how their fathers were towards them when they were little, bullying them, intimidating them, mocking them, getting them to, poking them to become angry and provoking them into fights and having, you know, powerful struggles and competitiveness in a nasty, mean way, not in a healthy way to solve family issues. So in a good sense, a father can teach his son how to be assertive, that is, speaking up for himself without shutting everybody else down, having a sense of his own autonomy and power, where his views, his experiences, his suggestions are just as valid, and they don't have to be either subsumed under dad's, or they have to take over everybody else's, because that's what males do. So it's very important when that son grows up and has a family of his own and he has a partner, that he's assertive in indicating what his needs are and his wants are and how he wants to have that relationship function, but not aggressive in that he is the only one who gets his way and he has to dominate someone else and not to do it. So the father is the one who teaches the fine line between assertiveness and aggression. And thirdly, the most important thing that fathers need to do for their sons is to teach them the importance of having and being aware of the son's emotional interior. Because without knowing what your emotions are and what they're telling you, you're not going to be available for your friends, your partners, your clients in the future. You have to be available in order to understand what they're going through, to have cross-fertilization of ideas, needs, suggestions, ways of working, teamwork, versus doing things on your own. And I see so many couples where the male becomes a kind of machine. Oh, you're anxious about the light switch not working? I'll fix it for you. But what they can't do is to actually talk about the anxiety and what that means. It just happens to be the light switch today, and tomorrow it could be, the gate is unlocked, or there's deer coming in the back garden or something. It could be anything. It's about the anxiety. It's not about the issue. And a lot of men just say, oh, I fixed this and I fixed that and I took the, and they're not involved in the anxiety, so they don't make good partners. So it's a dad's job to influence his son to know that feeling emotions and understanding your partners and those of others is actually a good thing. It makes you more powerful in a relationship, not in terms of what you can do compared to others, but you have a deeper, richer experience. And dads need to do that, because moms already do that with their sons, but dads actually put the icing on the cake and they make it okay. It's not sissy, it's not being weak, it's not being mama's boy or anything like that. It's actually very, very useful, because if you can understand the emotions of your clients, your siblings, your friends, and your partner in later life, and most of all your own children, when that son grows up, he's going to be the best dad, the best partner, the best customer service person, the best boss, the best friend, because he knows that emotions are the fuel for all kinds of relationships. It's not having them that separates you and makes you unable to have those relationships. So I hope this has been a really good lesson for all of you who are young men and are still being influenced by your dads. For dads who still have young sons that they're taking care of, and for all future dads, so that you will do the best job you can and bring up the best sons you can to be the best dads themselves. I'd love to hear your views and experiences. Please leave them in the comment section, and I'll see you next time.